The trailer is, I'm loaded down with, gosh, the trailer and everything. It weighs around 1,100 pounds back there. And it's a little heavier than I was expecting, but it's not bad. Welcome to my channel and thanks for being here. My name is Scott and I have a small confession. I recorded a part of this video earlier, different day and everything. Comment below if you can see the immediate differences between this frame and the other frames. We'll call it a game. Post your comments below. Whoever gets the most differences listed, I'll pin your comment at the top for everybody to see. This trip across to California is my tiny cargo trailer conversion's maiden voyage, and I figured I'd talk about its loadout. I'm not going to talk a lot about its configuration and everything. Go check out my playlist about my tiny cargo trailer conversion. I'm still building it. I still have 1 or 2 more videos I need to do for it to call it done, but it's done enough to see over there and see what it's all about. What I'm going to talk about in this video is the loadout of the trailer, what I currently have. I told you it weighs around 1,100 pounds, and that starts with the trailer empty, including its own spare tire, 760 pounds. I weighed that in when I first finished building it, and this is of course without the slide out in it. And then I have a full-size spare for this car. I have some 2x4s to act as partitioning pieces, and those aren't terribly heavy, but the hardware that goes with it, I have E-Track installed in the trailer, and then I have the hardware that goes with it. They're made out of steel, they're tie-down loops. I have got some 2x4 braces in there, and that's probably 20 pounds of hardware all by itself. I brought along one of the Husky tubs with me just in case there are some miscellaneous loose items from my mom's storage that we're going to carry in there. I have impact wrenches for in case I have a flat. That's really overkill. I've got my drill that I use as like a mini impact that I use for removing the ball mount. Gosh, I always want to call it a drawbar, but that's so that if I uncouple this trailer, I can remove that pretty quickly. I think I probably have about 40 pounds of tools, which, I mean, who travels like that? But if it was just me in the car, maybe I wouldn't have all this stuff. But when I'm driving with the trailer, I'm inclined to not just carry more because I have room for it, but carry more because now I have more that can go wrong. So I have that stuff. What else? The moving blankets. I brought some moving pads, and they're surprisingly heavy. So I got the moving pads. I do have my towels and washing supplies because, well, I mean, I would have washed the car this morning had it not been thunderstorming. So my pictures today are probably going to be dirty photos. But I will be washing the car for some of the other photos that I plan to take, so I do have that stuff back there. And then one item that is heavy. If you recall from my last road trip, if you watched that series, I had a couple of close calls with my fuel status. This trailer, not this trailer, but that one. It surprised me when I'm doing 75 miles an hour with it. I was getting about 19 miles to the gallon, and 19 miles to the gallon, you got 12 gallons of usable fuel in the car. That drops surprisingly quickly. And so I had a couple of times when I was not comfortable with where I was with my fuel. I felt like I was going to run out, and so I'm carrying 5 gallons with me. Oddly enough, it's 93 AKI, which is not available out there. So once I get west of, say, Central Texas, that's going to be gold. I'm kidding, of course. I'm pulling a trailer. But there are a couple of stretches of road. Now I have plans for stopping more frequently. I will try my best to stop every half tank. But I've got 2 stretches that I'm going to do that I don't know what kind of fuel is available out there. In 5 gallons, if I'm getting 20 miles of the gallon, that's good for another 100 miles. I can't imagine being on a road where I'm going to go more than 100 miles without being able to find something. So I hope that I don't even have to use it, but I have it just in case. Anyway, the trailer weighs right around 1,100 pounds. I think I calculated it out to be about 1060. And was that before or after? That was after I fueled up, so that includes the extra fuel in the car. And there will come a point, so I'm basically, I told my wife before I even left that we had room for 500 pounds of my mother's stuff. I hope I don't bring that much home, but we could. There's no telling. And at 500 pounds, that's it. Because at 500 pounds, I'm actually over what I should be towing with this car. I think that it is allowed to tow 1,500 pounds without trailer brakes. I should have looked that up before I quoted you, because the last time I quoted that on video, I got it wrong. Because it might be 1,600. I can't quite remember. But I shoot for 1,500 as being my max. And of course, being what the trailer weighs right now, that would put me over my goal. That's enough babbling about my trailer and what's in it. I'll talk more about that when I actually get it loaded. I don't know, I might have something interesting to say about it beforehand. I appreciate you watching these videos. I hope I'm able to show you something interesting. I'll see you next time. Take care.